Welcome to A-Side Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. Today's episode, we are going to focus on the left hook. Throughout boxing history, there have been many fighters who had impeccable left hooks. We have particular favorites, and we want to discuss them and find out what your feedback is. What was your favorite fighter, and what was the best left hook you've seen, a variation of left hook? Caution you, I get it. There are many fighters who had great hooks, and they may not have made our list, but my personal favorite, it just did something for me. So, just like the rest of the panel, it did the same thing for them. So,
might not have done the same exact thing for me.
Whatever.
It appealed to me, obviously.
All right. So, Carlos, what was your pick, man?
Man, I cannot go without mentioning this left hook. Best left hook I've seen in about 10 years. I'll say 10 years. Manny Pacquiao, Ricky Hatton. Check it out. Now, you see with his left hook, he set up the real estate. He slid off the side off of the line, and he came straight in. He didn't even get a full extension on it. Full power. Caught him in the middle of the exchange. He saw nothing. Brutal knockout.
Yeah, I saw that, man. That was a pretty good shot. I like the way. So to deliver that type of left hook, you have to have a skill. Yeah, that's raw talent. And Manny, he's at his best with the inside shots. We've seen it over the years. I remember he took my favorite fight out, Cotto. Same shot, same similar shot.
There's also a lot of training. There's a lot to take. You have to know that shot is available.
Right.
You've probably spent the better portion of camp training for that one shot.
Yeah.
He constantly looks for that shot. If you watch, he constantly runs in with that straight left. This time he looped it around. It's beautiful. I'm southpaw. That's my dream shot. Catch when you're not looking.
That's a money shot.
Lights out, yeah.
That's a money shot.
Yeah.
We all dream for those types of exchanges.
Yeah.
Marlon?
I'm going to say someone no one probably mentions these days. David Tua. The David Tua, John Ruiz fight. Before we go to the clip, I know we all think of David Tua as having a short hook. It was a really strong short hook, especially it was personified in it was a Saul Montana fight when he tapped him with a short hook right below the chin, came back with a right body shot, and then he changed it up and loaded up the left hook, sent him right to the floor, first round. Let's go but it's different in the John Ruiz fight. It was just glance and blow after glance and blow before it lands. Let's go to it now.
All right.
As you see in the John Ruiz fight, he's just loading up. He wants to get Ruiz out of there early. He's throwing everything. Ruiz is doing a great job of blocking, but eventually one gets in. The right gets in. He's lost all his marbles after that, and then the left gets in, and it's lights out.
Yeah, I looked at that fight and I noticed a couple mistakes just off the bat. Ruiz, he's pulling straight back. That's a cardinal sin in boxing. You don't pull straight back, not knowing what your surroundings are. He got clipped going backwards, which sent him into the ropes, which got him in trouble in the first place. In my opinion, that first shot is really what set the stage for everything to happen. After that first shot, he did a decent job of kind of keeping Tua off of him. But this is where experience comes in. When you're in trouble, keep your hands up, stay low, your chin down. And he didn't do that because he was, of course, in trouble. And despite his best efforts to evade those ensuing shots, I didn't really count those shots because he was kind of discombobulated after those. And so those were easy shots to make.
Well, first, Ruiz made a hell of a mistake coming right out. Should have went for a larger ring. Let's just be honest. A small guy that always gets in, it hits. He's a powerful puncher. If you're going to use the ring, you need a larger ring.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, he tried to use the ring, but he just ran out of real estate. And he got tagged a couple of times, ended up on the ropes, and it was lights out early.
Yeah, and not only that, it was the accumulation. You standing in the park trying to exchange with this guy that has power and the accumulation of shots and not keeping your hands up. That's the main thing.
Well, his hands were up, but they were still getting hit.
Right.
You can only block. It's still taking some out of you. Even they were glancing and he was blocking, but a guy that powerful, you're still getting tagged.
You're still feeling
and
shots.
Eventually, one gets in and one leads to the next, and then,
the accumulation.
Yeah,
you're just talking to the ER doctor about it.
Right. What's your name?
Right.
What city was you born in?
Right. Exactly. All right. So my pick would actually be it was the Cotto Mayorga fight. Now I get it. Y'all know I'm a huge fan of southpaw fighters. Although Cotto's a converted southpaw, somebody say he's not true southpaw, but I don't care. I love the left hook. He throws textbook shots, and in this setup, as you'll see, Cotto will throw the right hand, and then in transition, we've always taught when I was boxing, each punch sets up a punch, and you see he delivers with perfect accuracy the left hook. And we'll pause for a second just to check it out. Okay, look, that hook. Yeah. He landed that hook at what is called the apex, at the climate, right at the top of that.
It was a sneaky hook. Sneaky shot.
And so it's not an easy hook. This type of hook is not really easy to land because timing is everything. And he caught him. His chin was right where it needed to be at the right angle for that punch to land. And you can see the concussive whip of his head after the shot, and you could tell he was done. Yeah, he was done.
I'm more impressed with the after effects. Yeah. It shut down his arm like Mr. Miyagi hit him with that.
Like you gotta stand there.
Exactly.
You gotta stand there.
So the fight was over. He's looking at his arm like, there's nothing there anymore.
It's not working.
Exactly.
Yeah. What you think about it?
Man, Cotto, Cotto, he up here. He top level. So I just noticed Cotto caught him with that shot. He kept making mistakes. He made him pay for it. He said, I might not get you this time, but you're going to keep doing it. I'm going to clip you. And that's what happened. Yeah. Went down. You can't,
Same deal. What's funny is we of course we had a slew of honorable mentions. Yeah, so one of my favorite, of course the honorable mention fighters, right? Mm-hmm. Man, how can I not mention Felix Trinidad? Man, he had one of the most devastating hooks I've ever seen. Left hooks.
Until it was neutralized by B-Hawk.
No, you gotta do that. You gotta do that. See, man, you always gotta ruin.
I do have to do that. I have to do that. You ruin. I showed up to do that. Exactly.
He's the antagonist, right? Yes. This guy he shows up to
someone has to be.
Yeah, but you'll agree, right? He had one of the. I think his form kind of ruled the 90s. Not to say there was no other techniques out there, but he had a very, very conventional, straightforward form that he made work. He fought at his height, threw correct punches. It wasn't a lot of footwork, and I think that was his undoing, right? Because all you got to do is keep turning them, as B-Hop showed, and it was able to.
And getting his head before the fight. It was a beautiful game plan.
Yeah. I hated that. That was hard. That was hard to watch. What about you, Carlos? You had any honorable mentions?
I don't want to stay on the southpaw wagon.
But you will.
Tank. I saw when he fought Sanchez, he delivered a mean left hook. Well, it was almost like a hook straight punch with force. Mm-hmm. And what I like about how he throws his punches is he understands leverage. He put all his punches in position to be just nothing but power. Bend his knees, shoot up, and push through them punches. Mm-hmm. But I will want to say, I want Got one more. No, somebody had one.
Come
No.
on, man.
I got one more. We gotta mention.
If he says my fighter,
No.
we're cutting tape.
Oh no, I ain't gonna say it, bro. So look,
You don't know him, but I think you're going there.
I'm worried nobody know him. But,
Okay.
but and it's worth mentioning because this fighter, it's almost like you're playing a video game and you got a power punch. You can't count him out.
Who?
Danny Garcia, Eric Morales, spent them. Right on the chin.
But you see,
That's his punch.
Okay, yeah.
That's his punch. That's his punch.
That was a good.
He been throwing it since he was like.
And everyone
18
sees
years
it coming now.
Yeah, but it don't matter if you see it coming. You get out the way of it.
Okay.
I
I have the obvious fighter. Right now, probably the best left hook is the left hook to the body, Canelo Alvarez.
hate. Man, come on.
Canelo Alvarez, that left hook to the body is probably the best right now.
You just made the show commercial. I mean, you just went right to.
I didn't try. I just spoke the truth.
Like, it's
Speak
like,
truth to power, brother.
of course, it looks good against tomato cans. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a Triple G fan, and it looked good against Triple G. No, I'm a Triple G fan. It still looked good against Triple G. It looked good against Caleb Plant. You have to give him credit. He's mastered the left shot, the left hook to the body.
It ain't look good against Floyd.
His career is BF and AF before and after Floyd.
Right.
He's a different fighter. He's a totally different fighter. And as you see, every time he fights someone, everyone's looking for the left hook to the body. Their whole game plan is to stay away from it. He'll take a shot just to land it. Mm-hmm. And by the time he gets 3 to 7 in, the fight has changed. The momentum is shifting. I mean, it's masterful.
Especially if that punch line, because he keep delivering it. He's going to throw it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's beautiful.
I give him a happy nod. Like I said, I got to see him fight some of these other fighters, man. He's like the Charlo. He don't want to fight
Benavidez.
He don't want to fight Benavidez. What's my other guy? It's Charlo. It's Benavidez.
Mangia.
Yeah, he don't want to fight none of those guys, man. I just saying.
I'm not. I won't say that.
He want to fight. What's his name? Boo.
Andre.
I don't know if they're going to fight, but I'm not saying Canelo doesn't want to fight him because you never know where an interview might present itself. So, Joe no say, Canelo numero uno.
But you just want money fight. You just want money fight.
There you go.
Safe bet, Mr. Safe Bet over here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's his favorite line, man. He just want the money. Payday.
Hey, there you go. Always sees opportunities.
Yeah.
Seriously, we can talk trash about him picking his opponents and massively picking his opponents. I use masterful a lot. We do know that. But it's all about opportunity and timing. And not just his timing in the ring, but the timing when he's picking people at a certain point and he's going through these divisions. And not to get sidetracked, but going back to the left hook, that left hook to the body is probably the best right now. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we'll have other shows talking, that's going to speak to different fight boxers' strengths. Right now, that's his strength, and no one delivers it better than him right now. There may be some guy who does it every once in a while, but it's not as consistent. Each one is powerful. He's loaded, fully loaded, yet he doesn't lose his edge. And he can keep delivering that same shot late into the fights, which is impressive. Yeah. How can, he really doesn't lose anything late in the fight. Yeah. No, this is when you disagree with me.
I didn't say I was going to say, speaking of edges, I noticed your shape up was a little shabby.
We work the same barber. Right. The barber works up here with mine and back here with Ray.
Talk about cut corners.
Exactly. We're going to round out the show for real.
Right. Stay off the line.
Whatever, guys. All right, man. If you have time, please tune into our next segment, our next episode, and just give us a few words. What was your favorite hook, or in this debate for this episode, who had the best shot? Was it Cotto Was it
Pacquiao.
Pacquiao?
Definitely.
Was it?
It has to be Tour Man. Tour Man.
David Tua. To be honest,
No one thinks of David Tour.
I like Tua. I like Tua.
He had a great career. He just fought in a time where there was Lennox Lewis and the Klitschko's.
Yes.
And
Pacquiao's was explosive. He went to sleep. It hit him on the chin. You heard it. It was like, and he went right out.
Yeah.
That was like a car wreck.
yeah, that was one of the highlights of his career. I can't take that. But the most consistent left hook. Start going through David Tour's knockout list.
Yeah.
And you start looking at all the time. It just comes up fight after fight.
That's Teddy
The
Atlas.
only reason he didn't lose, he didn't beat Lennox Lewis because he couldn't get the left hand.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so exactly.
Yeah, right.
Lewis kept his right up high.
Yeah. Well, I guess this wraps us. Are we good for this one?
I'll say something off camera that's probably better
Okay.
and controversial. Yeah, let's not get in trouble.
All right, y'all. We'll see you later.
All right.